Welcome back to my channel. I hope you haven't forgotten to hit that subscribe button. My name is Hafsa, and in today's episode, we will be diving into a summary of one of my all-time favorite books. The book that has reshaped our understanding of decision-making and thinking patterns is Thinking Fast and Slow, a remarkable work by none other than Daniel Kahneman, a Nobel laureate in economic sciences. Kahneman's contributions to the psychology of judgment and decision-making have been groundbreaking, pushing us to question and comprehend our thought processes. This book takes us on a profound journey into the dual systems that govern our thinking. System 1, which is fast and intuitive, and System 2, which is slow and deliberate. It makes us confront the startling impact of bias and the deceptive influence of overconfidence. This book is not just a psychological exploration, but a life guide, influencing the we make. So, if you've been curious about why you make the decisions you do, or why your mind seems to have a mind of its own, this book has all the answers you're seeking. At the heart of this book lies a simple yet profound concept. Our brain operates using two distinct systems. Both of these systems, as introduced by Daniel Kahneman in his groundbreaking work, play a vital role in how we process information, make decisions, and navigate our world. Let's delve a bit deeper into these cognitive mechanisms, shall we? The first system, aptly named System 1, is the rapid-fire instinctual powerhouse of the brain. It's responsible for those gut reactions and snap decisions that seem to spring forth unbidden. It's the system that helps you swerve to avoid a collision before you've even had time to consciously register the danger. It's the one that makes your heart flutter when you spot someone attractive across the room. System 1 is fast, intuitive, and driven by emotion. Then there's System 2, the contemplative professor of the mind. This system is slow, deliberate, and logical. It's the one that takes over when you're solving a complex math problem or choosing between two job offers, weighing the pros and cons. It's the one that carefully considers the nutritional content of your food before you decide what to eat. System 2 is the deep thinker, the one that requires effort and concentration. These two systems are not isolated entities, but rather they interact and influence each other in a dynamic dance of cognition. System 1 might quickly form an opinion based on a first impression, but then System 2 steps in to challenge that initial judgment, demanding evidence and logical reasoning. Or perhaps System 2 is working hard on a tough problem, but then System 1 interrupts with a sudden insight or intuition. Understanding these two systems can shed light on why we act the way we do, and how we can make better decisions. When we recognize the interplay between the swift and emotional System 1 and the slow and logical System 2, we can cultivate a more balanced approach to decision-making. We can learn to trust our instincts, but also to question them, and to take the time to think things through. We can strive to engage both systems in harmony, leveraging the strengths of each to enhance our cognitive abilities. Understanding these two systems can shed light on why we act the way we do, and how we can make better decisions. Ever heard of cognitive biases? Well, they're running the show more than you might think. Cognitive biases, as Daniel Kahneman explains, are default patterns in our thinking that can lead us astray. They're like optical illusions, but for the mind. Let's dig into some of the key cognitive biases Kahneman discusses. First up is anchoring. Imagine you're buying a car and the salesperson throws out a price. That first number you hear, whether it's reasonable or not, sets your expectations. It's the anchor. Even if you negotiate, that anchor tends to pull your thoughts towards it, potentially leading to a less favorable deal. Next, we have the availability heuristic. This bias influences us to base decisions on information that's readily available to us, even if it's incomplete. For instance, you might think plane crashes are more common than they are because they're often in the news, while car accidents, which are far more frequent, don't get the same coverage. And then there's the framing effect. How information is presented, its frame, can dramatically alter our perception. Consider this. Would you rather a surgery with a 90% survival rate or one with a 10% mortality rate? They're the same, but the first option sounds far more appealing, doesn't it? These cognitive biases are just a few examples of how our thinking can be distorted, affecting our decisions and judgments. And while they may seem harmless, the consequences can be significant. They can influence everything from our personal relationships to our professional lives, from the mundane to the monumental. But here's the good news. Awareness is power. Recognizing these biases is the first step towards overcoming them and improving our decision-making. By understanding the tricks our minds play, we can start to see beyond the illusion, make more informed decisions, and navigate our world with a little more clarity. Recognizing these biases is the first step towards overcoming them and improving our decision-making. We often trust our instincts and intuitions, but are they as reliable as we believe? Enter the concept of the illusion of validity. Coined by the renowned psychologist Daniel Kahneman, this term refers to the human tendency to overestimate the accuracy of their judgments. We're all guilty of it. We make a prediction, it comes true, and suddenly we feel like Nostradamus. But here's the catch. Just because we were right once doesn't mean we'll always be. The illusion of validity is a cognitive bias that can lead us down a dangerous path of overconfidence. It's like being dealt a good hand in a poker game and suddenly thinking you're a card shark. You're not, and believing you are can lead to some poor decisions, like betting your car on the next hand. This illusion isn't limited to our personal lives. It's prevalent in professional settings as well, particularly in areas where prediction plays a crucial role. For instance, in the world of finance, analysts may predict market trends based on past successes, falling prey to overconfidence. And we all know how that can turn out. Now you might be thinking, great, so we're all doomed to make bad decisions because of our overconfidence. What can we do? Well, the first step to overcoming this illusion is awareness. Recognizing that we are prone to overestimating the accuracy of our judgments is half the battle. Next, we need to challenge our assumptions. Just because something worked once doesn't mean it will work again. Context matters. Circumstances change. We need to question our intuitions, not just accept them blindly. Lastly, we need to adopt a mindset of continuous learning. Our judgments should be based on evidence, not just gut feelings. And even when we're right, it's important to assess why we were right, rather than just basking in the glory of being correct. By challenging our assumptions and questioning our intuitions, we can avoid the trap of the illusion of validity. Remember, the goal isn't to always be right. It's to make better decisions. And that starts with questioning our own validity. Intrigued by what you've heard so far, there's a lot more to discover. The world of our mind is an uncharted territory, a realm full of mysteries waiting to be unraveled. The book, Thinking Fast and Slow, is your roadmap to this journey, a guide to understanding the intricacies of your own mind. The concepts we've discussed so far are just the tip of the iceberg. There's a whole world of insights that lies beneath, waiting to be discovered. Imagine having the ability to comprehend why you make certain choices, why you react in a particular way, or why your perception shifts in different situations. This book provides the tools to do just that. It's not merely a book, it's a treasure trove of knowledge that can help you understand the nuances of your thought process. By delving deeper into the concepts discussed, you get a chance to improve your decision-making. Every decision you make, big or small, impacts your life in one way or another. By understanding the two systems of our mind, you can learn to make more informed, rational decisions. You can learn to navigate through the biases that cloud our judgment and avoid the trap of the illusion of validity. But the benefits don't just end there. The insights gleaned from this book can help you in your personal life, in your career, and even in your interactions with others. It can help you understand not just yourself, but the people around you. It can make you more empathetic, more patient, and more understanding. So why wait? Dive into the depths of your mind, challenge your thoughts, question your biases, scrutinize your decisions. Explore the labyrinth of your mind with a torchlight of knowledge. Embrace the journey of self-discovery and self-improvement. Embark on a fascinating journey into the workings of your mind with Thinking Fast and Slow. It's a read that promises to change the way you think,